Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you guys are enjoying the content that we're throwing up. And make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoy the video. And yeah, let's begin. What's going on, guys? This is Rob, and welcome back to Beyond Omega Level, a series of videos where we cover the powers and feats of some of the most powerful beings throughout the entirety of comic books. And in this video, we're going to be focusing on Nekron. Now, Nekron was created by Mike Barr, Lynn Wein, and Joe Staton, and made his debut in June of 1981 in Tales of the Green Lantern Corps #2. Now, Nekron rules over a region of the afterlife called the Land of the Unliving, where souls wait until making their journey to either Hell or the Silver City, which is basically DC's version of heaven. And so Nekron pretty much rules over what is the equivalent of purgatory in the DC universe, and his powers are fueled by souls of every individual to ever die. Now, our first introduction to Nekron actually centers around another character named Krona, who's the scientist on the planet Maltus, the home of one of the oldest races of intelligent life in the universe. Krona creates a device that allows him to see the beginning of time, despite a warning that doing so would bring about disaster. And so after allowing Krona to see a glimpse of the creation of the universe, the machine that he had built explodes, which leads to the creation of the multiverse in the antimatter universe, thereby releasing evil into existence. Krona was then punished by being turned into pure energy, and he just roamed throughout all of creation without a physical body until he finds his way to the Land of the Unliving. While he's there, Nekron restores Krona to a physical form, but this time as an immensely powerful undead being. Nekron then gives Krona command over a legion of undead soldiers and tasks him with killing the Guardians of the Universe in hopes that doing so will allow him to pass into the living world. And so Krona manages to kill a few of the Guardians of the Universe, which were actually members of Krona's own race who left the planet Maltus following his failed experiment and relocated to the planet Oa, who would go on to create the Green Lantern Corps as a team of universal policemen. And in killing some of the Guardians, the rift between his realm and the realm of the living grows, but is eventually closed, and Nekron is defeated by Hal Jordan and the souls of the Green Lanterns that had died fighting his undead forces. And so after that, Nekron appears sparingly throughout the next couple of decades, with the most significant appearance being in Captain Atom #42, which explains that Nekron represents death as the ultimate opponent that one must defeat if they're ever going to re-enter the realm of the living after their death. This is in contrast to the other avatars of death in the DC universe, the Black Racer, which represents the inevitability of death, and Death of the Sandman series, that represents the merciful release of death. But Nekron's most prominent storyline is 2009's Blackest Night, which sees him try to destroy all life in the universe by bringing a whole bunch of dead superheroes back to life. And this is where we see the introduction of the Black Lantern Corps into the DC mythos, and we see Nekron being resurrected when the Black Lantern central power battery is fully charged. And so for those of you guys who are curious, if you want to know what happens in this story, I've actually got a full playlist on Blackest Night and Brightest Day, and I need to finish that playlist with all the other Green Lantern stories, but you'll find like Blackest Night in there and all that kind of good stuff. It's like 3 hours long, so you should go check it out. It's kind of insane. Now, one thing that Blackest Night does is that it tweaks Nekron's origin a bit by revealing that Nekron was created by the universe as a counterbalance to the emotional spectrum of light, which had thrown off the balance of light and darkness and required the creation of a Nekron to serve as a guardian of the darkness itself. And so with that being said, the question becomes, what are Nekron's powers? Well, he can create bolts of dark lightning and fire from his hands, and these bolts have been shown to be extremely potent. In one instance, the bolts kill one of the Guardians of the Universe, and in another, they damage Wonder Woman despite being blocked by her powerful enchanted gauntlets. As Nekron causes the deaths of others, he becomes more powerful himself. He's a being of extreme durability and is almost impossible to harm. He's taken multiple blows from formidable enemies such as Captain Atom and Wonder Woman without taking any damage whatsoever, was unfazed by the heat vision of Cyborg Superman, and was unharmed by an energy attack from the Anti-Monitor, one of the most powerful beings in the entirety of DC Comics. Nekron is widely thought to be immortal, as he's the embodiment of death so long as death exists. Nekron is widely thought to be immortal, as he's the embodiment of death, and so long as death exists, Nekron will exist as well. Something else to point out here is that Nekron proved to be unaffected even by the Spectre, the personification of divine vengeance and one of the strongest characters in the DC universe. Not only was he immune to the Spectre's judgment, but he was able to banish the Spectre from his presence, which in and of itself is a testament to just how powerful Nekron is. Now, Nekron can also manipulate matter and energy, as well as being able to drain the quantum flow of energy that powers Captain Atom from him, and was able to empower Krona with the ability to decrease the size of the universe by 1/6. In addition to matter and energy, Nekron can also manipulate souls, as he did when he created an army of the dead that were trapped in the Land of the Unliving, and can also control those who have been revived after dying, as he did with several superheroes in the Blackest Night event. He's able to warp reality, demonstrating his ability to rapidly advance the age of his victims, and removes the Anti-Monitor from the universe, banishing him back to the antimatter universe itself. And of course, being Death incarnate, Nekron can bring about the end of anybody by simply touching them. So yeah, I think it's pretty clear that Nekron is a beyond Omega level character. It's ridiculous how powerful he is. But with that being said, guys, we're gonna bring this video to an end. If you are new here to Comics Explained, make sure you guys hit the sub button to become part of the Rob Corps. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like, and I will catch you all later. Peace.